Good afternoon, everyone. Hello from Michigan, Jackson County, Southwest. Well, isn't this interesting? I'm not sure if you guys have seen all of those lovely letters that were circulating on all the social media platforms yesterday, but there's one. Well, let's find the other. And I don't know about you, I was a little miffed because isn't this what we know our Tyrannosaurus Rex here in Michigan is famous for doing? Having her minions do her bidding because she is no longer legally capable of locking us down, threatening to throw us in jail for not agreeing to her agenda. So now she's got Michigan health departments doing her bidding and fear mongering parents. Now, last year, in the midst of all that planning that was happening with that bug, several people I saw on different platforms were posting on YouTube, which I can't find them anymore. I wasn't even close to thinking about doing any kind of a video blog or reporting anything or anything like this. I was not even close. I was actually sick and bored, and so I just got on social media trying to keep myself awake. Pretty much, because I got real sick. I told you guys that before. I do believe that there is a bug. It's a bug, but it's just like any other bug you get, because they called mine a upper respiratory virus. Yeah, had every symptom. It was bad. I'm not saying it. I mean, it was definitely no cakewalk. It affects everybody differently, but so does the flu. So does a pneumonia. So does croup. I mean, it really literally depends on your genetic makeup and how healthy you are generally as a person, how things affect you. Anywho, getting back to, so parents were warning last year to be careful because this was going to happen. The DHHS was going to step in, and many, as we know, we'll call them Democratic states, blue states, and they were going to use the Department of Health and Human Services because, as the tinfoil hats say, this is about the children, right? If this is about the children, what do we want to do? What is the whole agenda of this whole thing? What have we seen happen over the last 10 years, 20 years? I'm 50. So since the time I grew up in the 70s, when I was growing up all through middle school, elementary, I think I had maybe 3 friends whose parents were divorced in elementary through middle school. I got to high school and every other family was split. By the time my kids came around in the 90s, it wasn't just a split home. It was, oh, your baby got different daddy? No, 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 no. I was married. Yucky marriage. But yep, they have the same dad. They look totally different, but genetics are genetics. They take from each different side of each different parent. So we saw the breakdown of the family unit over the last, and I'm 50, going to be 51 next month. So over the last 40 years, we've seen the breakdown of the family unit because why? We've seen the indoctrination of our children. I mean, just look at what Project Veritas has uncovered with the CRT guy, the guy saying he's got to create revolutionaries. I mean, dear God, have mercy. What are they doing in our public schools? You people need to wake the fuck up, especially here in Michigan, because they are pushing that shit. They are sneaking it under our noses. You need to be wary, be wary, be wary. I'm really, as much as I love my little town, there was a website, and I'm going to have to find it, see if I can find the link, and I'll post it on Telegram that had a it literally showed the different states of teachers who were pushing CRT. Yeah, I'm not sure I know what to make of that. Anywho, so I searched and searched MLive. I searched under World News. I searched under the bug tab, and because this was posted yesterday. Nothing about these letters. The only thing I could find is that there is a shortage, it seems to be, in different counties of Michigan of bus drivers. I'm really wondering if they're going to post the real reason, because I think bus drivers are quitting, just like, there's like the healthcare thing going on, but they don't want to, it's bus drivers aren't as big as the healthcare, so they don't really give a hoot. Yep, it's not. Yep, this is 2 days ago, and there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing in there. There's nothing. Even if you go to politics and elections tab on MLive, they are not reporting. Really? I thought I went there. It does this to me all the time. Oh, bills exempt feminine hygiene products from state sales tax. See bipartisan support. Well, isn't that a fine? How do you do? Yep. Nope. Not in there. Redistricting commission. Oh, and they've got Garrett skips traditional Republican conference ring. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Well, he's not your typical candidate, He is not a career politician. So there you go. So that is not posted anywhere. So here we go on, this is NBC25news.com. And they post a picture of the letter that this is that same letter. Allegan County, Michigan State Rep Steve Johnson posted a picture on his Facebook page showing what appears to be a letter from the Allegan County Health Department to a parent or guardian. The letter discusses the bug protocols regarding a child who has come in contact with a bug positive individual and has determined that person to be a carrier of the bug. My niece did not get strep throat, but if you drank after her, sometimes when she was kind of like an active, she had a dormant strep. And if you drank next to her, you'd get strep from her. She was a carrier. It happens. Shit happens. You're gonna live in a fucking bubble. I'm sorry. Just sorry about the language, guys. The letter says, you are hereby notified that you are required to cooperate with the Allegan County Health Department in efforts to prevent or control the transmission of the serious disease or infection. At one point, the letter states, if you fail to take the actions prescribed in this warning notice, the Allegan County Health Department shall petition the court to see an order to compel, listen to the words, to compel your compliance, which may result, in you being taken into protective custody to protect the public's health. This is, I was telling you, and I can't remember, it's probably on like BitChute or something like that. There was a mom, and I can't remember where it was, if it was Minnesota, I can't remember what state she was from, but she was saying that they were getting stuff last year from the school requesting information that they shouldn't be, more personal information that you normally give to like a daycare for a child that, takes naps and stuff like that. And if the daycare provides, lunches and, any allergies, that kind of thing. But in elementary, they don't need to know sleeping habits. They don't need to know. I mean, they obviously know if you have guardianship or what have you, because you fill out those forms, those are normal. But to ask, like, is, outside of the normal, and because you have to let them know, like in my case, I am a guardian, I am a legal guardian on top of being a grandparent. But if there's any orders from the court, who can and cannot pick up, and you already list the people that you are allowing to pick up in emergency situations. Why do they need to know any more? And this parent was really, she like went through, because it was through the DHHS that they were pulling these these things out from. And this is, I think, what they've done in Michigan. So Rep Johnson posted the following on his Facebook page. Now, the Allegan County Health Director is threatening to take parents to court if the department has reasonable belief that their child has been exposed to the bug and they don't follow her every order. So this could include actions by the county to take that child away from the parents and into the government's custody. Allegan's County Commission needs to step up and fire this restless, reckless, and tyrannical health director for threatening to take away people's kids for possibly coming in close contact with someone who had said bug. Excuse me, allergies. This absolutely should not be happening in Allegan County. Allegan County Health Information Officer Lindy Mons, I think I said that right, released the full statement regarding State Rep Johnson's post. We've received inquiries about our quarantine letter, which claims that ACHD is trying to, which ACHD I'm guessing is Allegan County Health Department, is trying to take children away from their parents. These quarantine letters have been issued to individuals identified as close contacts since the start of the to ensure individuals are aware that they are required to quarantine. Many people need this quarantine documentation for work. Okay, but this letter is not said. I did not see anything about quarantine. This nowhere in this letter, in this said letter from Allegan County, and let me blow it up for you. Nowhere does it say anything about quarantine. This letter does not say you need to quarantine, and we're just telling you to quarantine. This letter, literally, look at in bold, you are hereby notified that you are required to cooperate with the Allegan County Health Department in efforts to prevent or control transmission of this serious disease or infection. This is not a, hey, I just wanted to let you know you've been around someone who has a bug and we want you to stay home for, I don't know, first it was 14 days, then it was 7 days, now it's 3 days, depending on what the people over there at the 3-letter agency tell you what to do. So again, this letter is not what they're saying. This letter, read it, pause the video and take a peek-a-rooney, and you can see what they were, what they were doing. I mean, this is an intimidation letter. That's the kind of shit you get from when you're supposed to appear in court. And if you don't come, we'll come find you and get you. When you get subpoenaed, that's the kind of shit you see. I am disgusted that they would even attempt to try to say, these are not quarantine. This is a warning notice that you need to comply with their law. Look at the wording on this. I'm sorry. This really angers me, because I knew this kind of crap was coming if we didn't get, and this is one from St. Clair County. Okay. So it just said, okay, let me finish this. So for quarantine, many people need this quarantine documentation for work. Our letter also includes education for what to look for. No, it didn't. Oh, maybe on the second page. I only saw the first page. As far as symptoms, ensuring basic needs are being met. But that's on the second page. If you first see that, what the fuck do you think? I'm sorry, did it again. Bad word. Bad word. This is why my show is not for kids. I slip up. I'm only human, guys. So yeah. In the 2021 school year, there were 3,671 school-age children that were quarantined for a known bug exposure and were sent a quarantine letter. Well, this is not a quarantine letter. This is a warning. This. Yeah, they can say what they want, but take that. I want you, find an attorney, make an appointment, and take that copy of that letter, just that first page, and ask them, does this sound like a quarantine? Does this sound like what did, nowhere on the first page does it say anything about quarantine. You would think that would be the first thing that they said. And maybe that be put on the second page. No. That is total and utter intimidation. So isolation and quarantine are both proven mitigation strategies used to mitigate the transmission of the bug. So let me go to St. Clair County. Let's go to St. Clair County and see. So the St. Clair County Health Department has identified one as being exposed or possibly exposed to the bug. This serves as notification. This serves as notification. You are required to cooperate with the St. Clair County Health Department in efforts to prevent or control the transmission of this serious disease or infection. Now, does the wording not sound the same? Seriously, this is something within the the state of Michigan Health and Human Services. And it's in there because every state has this. They've put this little addendum in there because for governors like ours that are their things are taken from them, those executive powers to lock us down when we've stood up to them. It's why they have their minions do their work. So should any non-compliant behavior create an emergency situation where you become a health threat to others, an immediate court order shall be sought pursuant to Michigan law. Upon issuance of this court order, you will be taken into protective custody to protect the public's health. You will then be afforded the opportunity for a hearing in court within 72 hours, excluding Saturday, Sunday, and legal holidays. And then again in bold, this is in bold, St. Clair County Health Department fully anticipates compliance with the prescribed instructions in this warning notice. This is not a quarantine notice. The Allegan County tried to claim that it was a quarantine notice. They're saying this in this warning notice. It says it right there. Warning notice. Warning notice. Okay. See, again. Additionally, your compliance is appreciated and reflects your commitment to protect your family, friends, and community to prevent or stop the spread of this bug. A representative of the St. Clair County Health Department shall verify your compliance with this isolation request. This is a warning notion. Right there, they say it's an isolation request. So the issuance of this public health warning notice has been considered in the context of less restrictive means that could accomplish the same public health goals. We are committed to treat you with respect, fairness, and compassion, and we, public health authorities, will take steps to reduce the potential for hardships and stigma in this action may create. As much as is possible and available, we will provide support measures that will assist you with this quarantine isolation request, with particular attention to preserving your dignity and privacy. Does this not sound like this to me? It seems like it's fear mongering and intimidation practice. I mean, wow, there is a much easier way to go about getting someone's compliance than the verbiage that is used in these warning notices. So this is what I wanted to bring to your attention today. I'm just absolutely flippin' disgusted. So, well, a friend of mine's like, oh, they're gonna run out of Social Security. I'm like, you just now figured that out, chica. I'm trying to see if I can find, because I posted it yesterday. I'm surprised I still have an active Facebook account. Yeah, I'm bad. I'm so bad. Because I share knowledge. It is important. This is an important one too. But that I couldn't share the actual link to the place. I don't know if I'll be able to do it here, but I'll post that link for you too. And this is what they're teaching in the schools. This is the Project Veritas. Oh, here it is. So here it is. My post is, I tried to warn you they're coming for your kids. Looks like St. Clair County has followed Allegan County Health Department's lead. Who per se determines this so-called risk? Wake up before they come for you and yours. Yeah, kind of creepy crazy that they are, yeah, here we go. This was the first one because Allegan County came first and then St. Clair. That's how I saw it. If you think it wasn't or isn't about our children, you are wrong. Michiganders need to wake the F up. This was just sent to a parent in Allegan County, Michigan. You'd better stand up or this could be your kid next. Yeah, that's just creepy crazy, folks. So, alrighty, I'm going to go have some lunch before I get hangry. I will try to be on, if I can, later. Got the grands coming over for a visit. You know, fun. All right. Thank you for joining News with Nana. Remember, folks, knowledge is power, and they want us stupid. Remember, every house has its cross. You need to be kind. You don't know what anybody else is going through. People are just waking up to all of the strange happenings around the world, and it is important for us to keep them from losing their SHIT. So, you know, be kind. You have no idea. There's that school bus shortage. What people are going through. So be kind. Just be kind. And we need to be united. This is the front. When it comes to the kids, we need to unite. Put all your differences aside. When it comes to the kids, we need to protect the kids. That's what they're after. They've been after the kids for years. The milk cartons. Okay. Open borders. The kids going without guardians and without vetting people to pick them up and just place them with whoever. It's, you know, and here we go again. They've indoctrinated our kids, and they're trying to, you know, remove some of the population, according to Mr. Gates. And I call him Mr. Gates because he's not a doctor, and he sure as hell didn't know anything about computers because he had that damn computer system that you needed an update for, remember? The update to your Windows and your PC, and you had to, and the antivirus software that never worked. So anyways, just remember that. United we stand, divided we fall. It's time we stand up together, not just as Michiganders and Texans and Ohioans and Indianans. It's time that we as Americans, we as a world, actually not even Americans, we across the globe, it's really sad that people overseas can see what is happening in this country. And we have some people that are so programmed that they cannot see what is right in front of their eyes. So be kind, folks. Red pill with kindness. Have a great day. God bless.